What is more important, goals, motivation, routine, or identity? What do you think? Before watching the video, leave a comment. Hi guys, I think this is a super interesting topic. First of all, thanks a lot to my patrons. If you're a patron, you can access the Catalan podcast transcripts. There's now 40, but I will keep uploading more. So if you're interested, go check it out. So I think it's a very interesting topic because we very often hear about goals, and I love setting goals, but at the same time, I know from experience that I cannot rely on goals alone and also not on motivation, because I feel like motivation comes and goes, and goals sometimes can be a little frustrating because if they're like huge goals, like they feel so far away and unattainable that unless it's like small goals, I feel like goals can be really frustrating and also a little bit dangerous, because if you have a goal, then you achieve it, then you kind of are left there hanging. I don't know, like, you're done, right? And what's the goal now, right? Like it happened to me when I was learning Italian for a year, and my goal was to watch a video for a whole year, and then I achieved my goal, and then I stopped, and then I noticed, okay, this is wrong. I should, get some sort of new routine so that I don't lose what I gained throughout the year. And the same happened when I was reading my first book in Russian. I reached the goal, yay, but then if you stop reading, then, well, right now my Russian actually went down, like, because I've been focusing on Swedish and other languages. So it's like, yeah, you achieved that goal, but if like that's what it is, like you don't do anything else from then on, then what's the point? For instance, I also, I got the B2 certificate in French some years ago, and now I'm trying to get back my French. I mean, it's not a horrible situation, but what I mean is sometimes you get a degree, you get some sort of, I don't know, yeah, you take a test, you pass it. Great for you, but if you're not doing anything else, like you reach that goal, but if you completely stop, well, then it's not worth much, right? So that's what I'm trying to say, that goals can be a little bit dangerous because when you've reached them, you kind of forget about why you were learning or why you were doing that in the first place. Or I think some people have this with Duolingo strikes. So they have the strike. The goal is to keep the strike. But maybe they completely forget that what they're trying to do is actually learn a language. And then they lose their strike and lose their motivation, for instance. Or maybe, they keep the strike, but they don't learn much. It's just about this goal. But they're not realizing that maybe this goal is not very useful. I mean, I know it's different for everyone. And I actually like Duolingo, but I don't think that it's a way of exclusively learning a language, but that's just my opinion. So in my opinion, motivation comes and goes. Goals can be kind of tricky. Because you might stop when you're done, or you might lose track of why you're doing it anyway. Like it's just the goal, but like it's not really helping in any way, kind of. And then there's routines and identity. Well, I think routines are great. If you have a routine, you don't have to rely on motivation. You have a bad day, you have a good day. It doesn't matter. You just stick to it, right? But of course, it has to be like good routines that serve you. Like for instance, watching a video a day, and you notice, okay, it's getting better, right? Yeah. So, but I think the very best is identity. I've read about this a lot, and I struggle, exercising regularly. And what I've heard time and time again is people who are like athletes, that's like their identity. So they don't need to force themselves to exercise, right? And for instance, I am a polyglot. I love languages, so it's my identity. So I don't have to go and force myself to learn languages. It just happens automatically because it's part of my identity. So I guess if you identify yourself with, I don't know, I'm trying to do that, but it's not that easy. Like, okay, I am a healthy person, like that's part of my identity, then exercising or finding time for exercising is a lot easier than if you're like, oh, I have to exercise, even if it's like your goal. Or yeah, so I think routines are great. Identity is even better because it just helps you stick to it, and it keeps you motivated, I guess, as well. So I think it's a complex topic. Just giving you my thoughts and what do you think about these four different things, and maybe I've forgotten something which is super important. I would, for instance, consider that routines and habits are kind of similar, so I would use them mostly kind of as synonyms. It's not the same, but it's kind of, yeah, similar. So what do you think? So what's more important in language learning or any other hobby of yours, or maybe other things that you pursue? Is it like goals? Is it like motivation? Is it routines or maybe habits? Or is it more identity? I think this is a super interesting topic, and I'm really looking forward to your comments. I hope you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. And please share this video. This helps me a lot to keep growing and keep spreading the word of, learning languages in a chill way and not taking ourselves too seriously. I think, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do anyway. Yeah, have a nice day and talk to you soon. Bye bye.